Surprise, motherfucker.
Greetings and salutations from the My One Cent Podcast. How we doing, everybody? We're back here Monday evening, and I fucking hate Mondays, and they know it. But you know what? For them, I do this shit for them, bro. I do this for them, especially this fucking guy here, bro. So yeah, Monday, worst days of the week. It's a victory Monday, so that's a good thing. It's not a loser Monday like last week, it wasn't Monday. It was loser Friday. Yeah, non-victory Friday for us last week. Okay, gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are doing well this evening. It's very wet in the South Florida area. Hope you're not staying nice and dry. Oh, bro, I'm exhausted. I don't know. I'm delirious right now, I think. Anyway, of course, you know these two jokers now. This is the My One Cent three-way going on right now. We might have the foursome later. Justin might join us towards the end of the call. I don't know yet, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if we get surprised.
Shopping is a pleasure.
Shopping is a pleasure. He's an essential worker. So yeah, right. he might be joining us later. So of course, you know the gentlemen, Alex and Brandon.
Sir.
It'll pop up like it always does on every show. So, gentlemen, victory Monday. Dolphins, shitty fucking game. Jets suck. Obviously, we sweep the Jets. When was the last time we swept the Jets? Do you remember off the top of your head? Wasn't it like a couple years ago?
2018?
Yeah. Because I think we went some years that we hadn't swept them.
Because in 2018, we...
Was Tannehill still the quarterback, I think?
Yeah, 2018, we beat them on the road. Week 2.
I don't know. You remember?
And then 2018, I think, and then we beat them at home later on in the year.
Well, it would make sense.
We did. Yeah, we swept them. We swept them in 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious because it doesn't feel like it feels like it's been a while, but I think I know there was one in there because for the most part, we always have it's always like I said last week when we were talking about previewing the game. It's the fucking Jets game, bro, and it always. You just never know what's going to happen with that goddamn game. So, luckily, we came out of it unscathed. Fitzpatrick, was Fitzpatrick, I guess. He didn't look great. He didn't look fabulous. Some idiot I sent you guys the picture. Some idiot on Facebook, which, like I told Brandon, these are the fans that I would wish would pick other teams to go root for and just leave the Dolphins alone.
Right.
Talking about that we should go with Fitzpatrick the rest of the season and see what happens. And he's like, try to convince me otherwise. I'm like, no, I don't try to convince morons that they're dumb because it's ridiculous, dude. If we didn't have Tua and we didn't have a quarterback, or another guy, I get it, but dude, this guy's the guy. We know that. And if it wasn't for the thumb, he would have started last week too. So,
right.
That's just the kind of stupidity though that just drives me nuts to see idiots write stupid. And some of the people were like, yeah, I'm with you. One guy said, no, dude, we know what we have in Fitzpatrick, and you know that he's not the answer. Yeah, right. Exactly. Fitzpatrick exactly what he is. Throwing an interception in Denver when we could have won the game probably, which in other cases he might have won it for us.
Right.
Point is, that's what he is.
It's funny. It's funny because...
You raise your hand?
It's funny because...
just fucking with you.
It's funny because... throughout the week, like when they announced that Tua was doubtful and stuff like that, there was people saying, "Oh, Fitzpatrick gives us the best chance to win and to fight for the playoffs." And so I sat back and I'm thinking, like, man, a guy who in his 16-year career has never even sniffed the playoffs, and now all of a sudden the Dolphins are so special that he gives us the best chance to make the playoffs. It doesn't make sense to me, bro.
It doesn't make sense, bro. It's stupid. It's so dumb. It's.
Don't
get me wrong. I'm sorry. I'll be quick. I'm happy that we have a guy like him as our backup now. Right. I'm super. It's like when we had Moore for all those years. I was secure with Moore. He come in, handle a game or two, or play, whatever. No big deal. So it's good to have that security. But we have the guy, bro. We know that. So go ahead. You were continue.
Damn, I already forgot what I was gonna say. And actually, now while I think about it though, I don't even think Fitzpatrick would be as good a backup as Moore, anyways. I think Moore was one of our best backups.
He's still in Kansas City? Because he was there. Oh, okay. Oh, that boy was collecting millions just holding a clipboard, though. Shit. But I wouldn't mind that too much either, though, because that guy was making millions. That's insane.
But it doesn't matter. Like I said, Fitzpatrick, man, he's not the guy. He does not give us the best chance to win. I'm sorry.
Not over Tua, no.
And it showed on Sunday because, dude, I don't care what anybody tells me. For some reason, when Fitz is in the game, Chan Gailey calls a completely different offense. Okay, and he tailored the offense to Gailey on Sunday, and Gailey still couldn't put up numbers. No.
And against a really horrible team. I don't know what their defense is ranked wise, but they're
horrific.
They suck. I think I saw briefly a thing. They were like 28 or some shit like that in total.
It's
horrible. Like these are the games that you need to take advantage of it and get your offense going.
No doubt in my mind, Tua would have put up 40. And even the route concepts that he was calling for Fitz, bro. I haven't seen that with Tua, bro. I haven't seen those plays called.
No.
You know?
It's so vanilla. I mean, even like we were talking about last week with Justin vanilla stuff, but at least, at the beginning with Fitzpatrick, the vanilla stuff was working fine with him. We were scoring points. And then he went super, like if he went super vanilla. There's vanilla and then there was like extra white vanilla that he went for fucking Tua. And it's like,
well, no, I actually kind of disagree because with early on in the year, like when we played, even when we started playing, even against Buffalo, Seattle, the 49ers especially, teams like that, he was calling plays downfield, bro. We were a downfield offense.
Tua threw a few down.
We were a downfield offense. And when Tua came in the game, bro, it's like this guy was like Ryan Tannehill all over again.
I get what you're saying. That
keep him within a 10-yard box, bro. It's terrible, bro. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I get what you disagree with the vanilla Fitzpatrick, not the vanilla. Okay, I get you. All right, now I know what you're saying. Yeah, he was vanilla on Sunday. Oh, but again, bro, I mean, there was plays that were there that Fitzpatrick missed, and again, bro, Sunday was one of those games. Sunday was one of those games, bro, that I just watched the game from bed, and the game was just never in doubt, bro. I didn't care. I knew we were going to show out. Chilling, but
I knew we were going to show out. I had no issue with what we were doing. Our defense balled out like they usually do.
Well, I mean, we weren't getting pressure at first, but then they finally started developing the pressure with getting to the quarterback and shit. And
they were max protecting a lot, with against us. I don't know why they would do that against our corners, but they did it, and it didn't really work out for them. So
I felt like it just kind of dragged on a little bit. For example, they had scored their 10 points, and I was like, okay, fuck it, they got 10. Then that's it. They didn't do anything else after that. But it always felt like there was an opportunity for them to do so. Then the defense finally clamped up, and that was that. But I had my doubts there for a little bit because we weren't stopping the run. Frank Gore, and I told one of you guys, he's not your average 40-year-old running back either. He's that guy's a fucking pimp.
Right.
Another 40-year-old running back, I would have been like, yo, what the fuck? But this guy, you gotta expect some shit like that from a guy like him.
Right. Exactly.
But still, even then, you gotta have an answer, and we haven't had it for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I don't know who. I mean, is Mixon healthy? I
think he's out.
He's out.
Well, what Bernard 300 yards on us.
And real quick before Alex gets to Sunday, real quick, just when somebody yesterday the playoff picture came out, and the season ended today, we'd be going to Tennessee. Now somebody says, "Oh, if we play anybody on the road, I want it to be Tennessee, right?" And I said, "You're right. I agree with that because of just the players, stuff like that. You have Tannehill. I do believe Flores will confuse the shit out of him. And at the end of the day, bro, the issues that Tannehill had in Miami, he has the same issues now. He locks onto one receiver. He's just not. I mean, he can't really, evade pressure like that anymore. He doesn't sense pressure. So Miami's
he never did.
Miami's gonna blitz him all day. So he'll confuse the shit out of Tannehill. Then I remembered that probably Derrick Henry would probably have 300 all-purpose yards on us, and I was like, "Yep, I don't want to play them."
Yeah, I had one of those Peterson games, 8 touchdowns and 600 yards, whatever the fuck that guy ran for.
I don't want Tennessee at all.
But Tannehill will. Again, bro. He's having a great year. They're having a great year. Had a great year last year. Tannehill against this defense will be lost.
I guess I haven't watched enough of him this year, but I thght he had gotten rid of that whole fucking locking on one guy shit. No, I mean, he's been successful in Tennessee. He's been more successful there than he ever was here. So.
Well, he has Derrick Henry. He has a great offensive line.
Oh, and fucking that A.J. Brown fucking beast that he has now, bro.
But when you're facing Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, it becomes a little bit tougher. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's just my thinking on that. So I'm not really afraid of. I'm not afraid of Tannehill. It's just it's Derrick Henry.
I mean, I'm not. No, I'm more afraid of. I'm terrified of Derrick Henry against this fucking offense. Alex, what's your take on the?
I'll start off with the defense. So this is 2 weeks in a row, right, against a sorry Broncos, sorry Jets O-line that neither Ogba or Lawson have a sack. That's a little concerning for me.
Ogba 5 pressures though.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's like 2 weeks in a row we're not putting consistent pressure, like to get at least getting to the quarterback. The defense was fine. Like the secondary, Needham is fucking balling. Bro, that guy, he's been an unsung hero back there. And of course, Noah on the bench a couple times. I'm like, yep, that's your first round pick, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, I had a discussion. I hope Justin gets on here because we were talking about the running back thing today too, and that's something we can touch on later if we get time.
The defense is fine. I mean, I don't have any issues whatsoever. The only concern I had was, again, I mean, there were times where, Frank Gore was looking like Curtis Martin out there running the ball for the Jets. I mean, but it is a little concerning, that they're just running up the gut. Like it's the big holes, and thank God it was Frank Gore. It's not, Derrick Henry.
With breakaway speed, because it's old as fuck. You're gonna get away from us, but you're putting up yards, you're chunking us constantly.
Right. If it's Derrick Henry or teams that run the ball, I mean that's a problem. Offensively, again, the running game is non-existent. I mean, if I'm looking at it here. The guy we picked up, DeAndre Washington, 49 yards on 13 carries. Breida, 8 for 36, and he coughed up the ball.
105 yards as a team, though, not too bad.
It's just I miss a feature back on a team.
Me too.
This team, you know what I mean?
My great white hope fucking fumbled and shit. God damn it.
I think this whole season we've seen like 7 different running backs. Dude, that's insane. Right. Like that's bad.
The running game wasn't really something. It wasn't like that was non-existent on Sunday. I mean, again, 100 yards as a team is not that bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I want to be 100 yards. I want that back that gives you the 100 yards by himself for the team.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get that this year.
Yeah, this year.
Obviously, we're not gonna get that this year. Obviously,
you take the 100 yards a game as a collective this year.
As long as we win, it's fine. But I feel like it's gonna be one of those things that's gonna just come back to bite us big time
and
when we need it the most.
Then the passing game, it seems as funny. It's like when Fitzpatrick's throwing, Devontae Parker runs the same route. Is a go route or like a little fade. That's it. There's no like innovation or like with Chan Gailey. Like, why do we have Lynn Bolden and all these guys in the field and they can't do like a reverse or a wide receiver?
Have we even seen one of those yet this year?
Because Chan Gailey thinks that Lynn Bolden can line up out wide and throw back shoulders to him. Like
was his only target. Like, I know we don't have a Tyreek Hill, but if you have Jakeem Grant, bro, do like a wide receiver sweep. Do some misdirection, something.
Right.
The offense seems so predictable. You know what I mean? Like
we got an old ass fucking corpse up there.
No, I know. Yeah, the calling plays. I mean, and apparently he's saying that he has to do better. He's been in the league for 30 years. I mean, shoot. Yeah. So
now
we got. I mean.
And what about? I don't really see pre-snap motions and shit either.
No, nobody moves. If you see these other offense like Kansas City, Green Bay, there's 2 or 3 guys moving every single down before the snap even. So, I'm not concerned obviously this week against the Bengals because they have Ryan Finley, I believe, is their quarterback. Mm-hmm. But then we have the next 3 after that. It's going to be tough. Kansas City, New England. I mean, I'm not really concerned about New England, but hey, they won. They beat Arizona.
So do we, though.
No, I know.
Oh yeah.
And then
we beat them on the road.
We need that win. We can't lose another division game the rest of the year.
And then Las Vegas, that's going to be the game for me.
That's going to be fun. We should do something for that game.
After seeing, you saw the Saturday? Did you guys see that? Primetime Saturday night, 8:15.
Yeah, you texted
Saturday night, though.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, at Vegas. But good thing is they don't have fans, so that's not going to be an issue.
Yeah, and that stadium is nice too. Pushing.
The good thing is that Derek Carr is their quarterback and their defense sucks. Because I mean, you saw it was pretty existent how bad they were against Atlanta. That team's not that good, bro.
Atlanta murdered them.
Atlanta fucking raped them.
Murdered them.
I didn't see the score, and I see it last night. I'm like, whoa! Now
in my opinion, that team's not that good.
Okay? Just stop Josh Jacobs and the game's over.
Yeah, that team's just not that good.
However,
I'm sorry.
However, our run defense for some reason, inexplicably, the last couple of weeks hasn't been, very good.
That team's just not that good. That team doesn't scare me.
And again,
as a matter of fact, they play
video
the Chargers. They play the Chargers before us. Don't be surprised if the Chargers beat the Raiders. By the way.
And let's go watch the footage of that when they beat Kansas City, so we can have a blueprint.
And I want to recognize again, Jason Sanders. He's the
man.
He's definitely gonna be a Pro Bowler, I would imagine. The way he's playing right
pro.
now. Yeah, he's
a pro.
He's perfect for 50 plus, and what 24, 25 or whatever the fuck. He's only missed one kick, and that's because they jinxed him like they always do.
The only thing I don't agree with is that some people on Dolphins Twitter thinks he's already better than Olindo Mare. I do not agree with that, by the way.
Okay, why? Because of the numbers, or because? I mean, how long has Olindo? We had Olindo for what? 10 years. It felt like.
Olindo Mare was a fucking animal.
I know we had him for a long time too. He was like Stoyanovich. He was a staple for our team for many years.
Yeah, but people.
How long have we had Sanders?
But people say that. But people say Jason Sanders is already better than him.
I don't. Okay, I mean, obviously longevity. Like you take a guy like Vinatieri or the guy from New England. You got guys who will stay with your team for many years kicking, and they're really good. And that's what he was. That's what Mare was a guy who stayed on this team for a very long time. And yeah, he didn't lose any games for you. I mean, it's not like that either. I'm just saying.
And
but the kid is, I don't know. There's something about
no,
this kid.
And I forgot to mention the Solomon Kinley out this week. Last week was felt because Quinnen Williams they couldn't block that guy.
The game of his life.
They couldn't block him. So we need Kinley back ASAP.
ASAP.
We need. Hopefully he's healthy. And again, I'm gonna say it again to all these lovers of Noah. I'm sorry. After week 11? Are we 11 or 12? I think that pick was a bust. I'm sorry. For me, any first round pick is a person that's going to impact the team immediately, not a project. Sorry.
I agree. I don't think you take a project.
Projects for me, if you want to take a chance in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, fine. I don't care. But first round, you're paying the guy immediately millions of dollars. You expect my return immediately.
It's just it didn't make sense to me. It did. Again, we talk about this for 3 shows now, and it's okay because I'm frustrated about it every week too. It doesn't make sense.
I mean,
and again, we talk about it. We talk about it every week. The kid is only plays one spot. If he plays a slot, he's gonna get destroyed. Mm-hmm. And that's why even at Auburn he never plays a slot. Again, I bring it up again to you guys on the chat. When we drafted Noah, my question was 1. Are they trading Xavier Howard? Or 2, are they going to play or are they going to play Byron Jones at free safety? That's what didn't make sense. Why are we drafting him?
I mean, remember, even the guys on TV were like, "Yo, they didn't see that pick coming." You
know what I mean?
And then, like I said, I was having a conversation with someone about that on the chat, offline with not you guys, and they keep pushing the whole running backs first round, don't pan out. Okay. The numbers are there for the most part, but yet there are running backs that do. And now this is how I look at it. We had 3 picks. You already got needs with the first 2. Right. You had an opportunity to, in a sense, get it was kind of a luxury pick if you really look at it because you had options there. You had multiple guys you could have picked from that you're not going to have this year, right? There's not a plethora of running backs coming out like they did last year. This year, correct?
No, you have a good amount.
Coming out last
year. You got a good amount though.
I don't know if you had like last year, Akers, whatever the kid from Louisville, Swift, not Louisville, LSU, Hilaire.
Well, you got
Dobbins.
You got ETN. You got ETN. Najee Harris, Chuba Hubbard, Kylan Hill.
I don't know those others. I know Hubbard, but I don't know the other last guy you said. I just doesn't feel like their star power is like last year. The names.
Well, the top 2 are definitely better than every running back last year. I mean, Harris and ETN is better than any running back probably the last couple years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
really, there's nothing else to be talked about besides those 2 because I'd probably bet my money right now that Miami ends up with one of those 2 guys. I think they make sure, and unless, which is what we'll talk about later, does Miami go with a veteran guy at running back? And from what I heard, what I saw today, and what I heard today. Is that what
your breaking news is? Okay.
No, it's that and something else. But what I heard today was they may go the veteran route. They may want to go with a vet guy to go with Tua instead of a rookie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I mean, look. Let me. Alex raise his hand here politely. So
And I don't agree with it, by the way.
I am with you. I don't agree. I don't want a veteran.
And last thing on Noah, just for everybody to hear, 4 years, 6.35 million. Hold on, we're not done. Through 11 weeks, 10 tackles.
How many interceptions?
The same amount that Tua has thrown, 0.
How many yards allowed?
The same. The interceptions, sacks, forced fumbles, recoveries, the same amount as us 3. 0.
That's crazy, bro.
And you're and for 4, you wasted a first-round pick.
First-round pick.
But I'm a moron. I'm a moron.
And like I said, a pick that was basically a luxury pick in a.
No, if you go on Twitter right now and you second guess the Noah pick, well, I trust Brian Flores over you. That's the main answer. That's the funniest thing in the world, bro. I love that. I love when fans.
You know what? I don't necessarily. Oh, remember, say what you say that, and then I'm gonna.
I love when fans say that. Like I whatever Brian Flores does, I agree with. Why? What has Brian Flores done for you to warrant that? For you to give him that Belichick and
not at that point. Respect. Not at this point yet. No, not at this point.
What the fuck has Brian Flores done? You're 7-4, dude. Woo.
Now I'm okay. I'm fine with supporting the coach. I don't have to like every decision he makes. So yeah. But it's like I told somebody else. I go, look, I'm gonna support whatever players go on the field. So they made that pick. Okay, well I'm gonna support the guy. He's a Dolphin. I'm a Dolphin fan first. I'm not a
want to win.
Noah guy or a Tua. I'm a Dolphin fan first. I want to win. Correct. So if you felt that this guy can help us win, good. But he's not at all. And
it just didn't make sense. It didn't even make sense
to bring a guy in who could have helped us.
And look what Kansas City did. They needed defense, and not fuck it. Give me an impact player. They got fucking Hilaire. Yeah. They didn't need a running back in the first round.
They didn't really need him. I mean, Damian Williams, he was playing well, but then he went and COVID bullshit. Yeah.
But imagine, bro, with Swift, Hilaire, Dobbins on the board, you take Noah, man. Come on, bro. You can't justify that.
Yeah. It didn't. For the most part, even if
we were talking, remember that not really first round, but he was looking at it now. Yeah, he was there. But still, you had the other two guys, man. Yeah.
Even if those guys weren't there, it doesn't make sense, bro. You already have, and again, not only that, you have the best corner in the league who's proven that's what he is this year. Okay, then you sign Byron Jones to the largest corner contract in the league, which is listen, bro. To me, that contract is well earned. That guy is an animal. Okay.
I mean, when he's healthy on the field, yeah. You don't hear his name and you don't see the ball thrown his way either. So.
Damn, bro, like you got so much money allocated to that, like, and you draft a first round boundary corner, bro.
Look, and even if we didn't go running back,
bench corner.
Yeah, no, that's right now either. And even if we didn't go running back, you still had Winfield, right? Winfield was still available. We could have gone safety.
That's what I thought. We could have gone him, bro.
Done that too. I mean, one of you guys that even.
I don't really look at it as a big deal just because of the year that Bobby McCain's having, obviously. But yeah, I mean, but still, bro. The only other
the day of the draft, not after the.
The only pick I'm going there is Swift, bro. I'm going running back.
Yep.
I mean, it has to.
We're gonna have.
Probably could have had another lineman. We could have got a lineman there.
We could have gone with another offensive lineman too, and short up even better with another first-round offensive lineman. There were other options, and this was not the right decision for that pick. And who's to say we couldn't have gotten him later on anyway in the next round? I'm just saying. I don't feel like there were people pushing for him. Or whatever the fuck you say his last name. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. I mean, I didn't heard of him until he actually got picked. And again,
bro, this guy, they look at his size, like he's not that big. He's like 5'11". And obviously, like a lot of people on Twitter were like, "Oh, he's gonna take Needham's spot," and I'm like, "Dude, just look at the film, dude. The kid doesn't play inside. The kid will get smoked inside. It's gonna be even worse. He's getting smoked in the boundary where his main position is, and can you imagine in the slot? Now, mind you, none of us here thought Needham was gonna have the fucking year that he's having right now. So,
well, I mean, I like the kid, but no, I wouldn't have expected him to play as well.
So God knows what kind of contract he's gonna fucking demand.
That was the 30th pick, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Pick 30.
Yep.
Thank God we at least traded back a couple spots for him, and we didn't take him in the 20s.
we're basically broken records the last couple of episodes talking about Noah, so because it's the only thing you can say. It's not. I mean, look, if the kid had had a sniffling of some sort of contribution, then okay, whatever he might end up being. A hell of a corner one day. You don't know. We don't really know that either. But it wasn't. You don't, like you said. You like to touch back on Alex. You don't take development in the first round.
I wish we knew like what their thought process was, because
I would
like,
love to be a fly in the room.
really,
Yes.
like, were you really trying to trade Xavier Howard? That's number one. Number two, were you really trying to trade Xavier Howard at the trade deadline? Because listen, bro, if that guy would have gone on to another team and made the Pro Bowl, made the All Pro, won Defensive Player of the Year, and has 7 picks like he has right now, and he's moving towards those accolades, I'm sorry, bro. There's no justifying that decision for Brian Flores. There's not. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. Listen, bro. He's lucky that nobody bit on the Howard trade, because I do believe Flores really had him on the block.
I mean, well, he's had multiple injuries, correct, throughout his career before
But even that, you can't tell me that when healthy, kid he's better than Byron Jones. I mean,
he was a
Byron
second round pick, right?
Xavier Howard.
He was a second round pick.
Yeah.
Howard. Yeah. Okay, that's right. Go.
Sorry, no. Just
go ahead.
Like, what running backs would you guys consider in free agency?
Who's available?
If we don't go the draft route.
Le'Veon Bell.
I don't think this will happen because I think he'll get re-signed. I like Aaron Jones from Green Bay.
Oh, of course.
But I think Green Bay they have to pay the guy, I would think, right?
This is okay. You know what? Can we just bring this up real quick? Can we just all right?
No, what is it?
the shit that I was talking about. Okay, so I have a guy who.
Oh, he's just dying again. Yeah. All right.
Is that
yours?
Is that Diego?
No, there's this guy that I know that he actually, I think he knows somebody who has like a secondary media market or whatever like that. Again, bro, anybody who listens to the show, I'm not a fucking source guy. I don't know shit. Don't hit up my fucking comments. Talk about fake sources. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Is the mailman. That's his source.
Okay. So, but this guy had actually hit on a couple of things. Obviously, the Byron Jones thing. He told me a lot. He hit on the Starling Marte thing with the Marlins, like a week before it even happened. So whatever. So yeah, he does say that to take a look at the Aaron Jones situation, that might be a target if he does hit free agency. And the reason why he said that is because they just signed David Bakhtiari to a 5-year, $105 million deal. Yeah, so they're not going to have money. Yeah. They're not going to have a lot of money to really pay like a running back because they want to pay their receivers, stuff like that. So he might hit the open market. And obviously, bro, that might be our number one target.
That guy is good, bro. I like him.
He might be a number one target. Mm-hmm. And they always said Miami is always going to be, as long as Le'Veon Bell's available, Miami's always going to be interested, is what I heard. Okay? Now, the fun part, the receiver part, right? I mean, we know who's going to be available in free agency. So he says that he believes, from what he heard, notice how I'm going like this, okay? Notice how I'm going like this, that in no particular order, Miami will be interested in Godwin, Juju, Robinson, and not Will Fuller. As a matter of fact, he said that they might be more interested in Galladay over Will Fuller.
Good.
And he said that if Miami had their choice of those three, it'd probably be Godwin. And he believes that he thinks that Pittsburgh, even with no cap space, will try to still bring back Juju. And he thinks that Godwin will most likely hit the open market because they can't pay Mike Evans and Godwin.
Correct.
Okay, I was going to answer when I had the little handprint all day today when you asked that question. You even said the little dots like you're waiting for the answer. I kept thinking about it all day and shit. And I haven't seen enough about Godwin. I like Juju a lot, but I hear, like, from what I hear, I think I would probably go Godwin. Godwin? How do you say it? Godwin?
Godwin.
Okay. I don't know. Juju for me, I'm a big fan of Juju. I've had him on my fantasy for like 4 years in a row. I love the guy. But the last few years, he seemed not as productive.
Godwin's more explosive. Godwin could play in and out. And there's no honestly, I actually do believe him when he says that if Godwin hit the free agency market, that he would be Miami's my main target. I believe that.
I don't know if I want to pay any of these guys, bro, or no running backs. I'd like to go young and build something for.
But years. Aaron Jones is young. He's like 25.
Well, no, I know. I'm not saying that I wouldn't take the guy. I'm just saying with the guys that are coming out, depending. Okay, it's. I can't sit here and say, okay, well, I know this is what's gonna happen. I don't know we're gonna pick it. I don't know who's gonna be there. I'd prefer one of these two main guys. Obviously, I don't think Etienne's gonna be. I don't know if I'm even saying it right.
I prefer.
I think Harris is gonna be in our scope.
Yeah, I prefer ETN and Harris over Bell. I don't know if I would pick both of them over Aaron Jones.
I don't want anybody in the league.
I think I'm taking Aaron Jones.
I'll take both of them. I'll take Aaron Jones and get ETN. Why not? I mean, shit.
I can't.
I mean,
do that.
Because
no, I take Aaron Jones
actually,
because you're not gonna pay top dollar for a running back and then go and draft.
Because for me, like the shelf life of a running back is not long like a receiver. So if you
nowadays it is because remember it's not really a ground and pound attack anymore.
Right.
It's more
a lot of people run 2-3 backs now these days. So
it's more elusive.
Bro, if we can
Indian he catches the ball really well too, so you can always push him out.
Yeah, but Aaron Jones
too.
does that. Aaron Jones is probably a top 5 running back in catching the football.
Oh, I haven't watched enough.
He's a beast. That guy is a beast.
Look,
I know he scores a lot though.
Can you imagine if our offseason was Aaron Jones, draft Devontae Smith, and then probably draft Creed Humphrey?
And with Godwin?
And Godwin? My God, bro.
I mean, I know we have money, so it's not about not wanting to use it.
Right.
I just want to use it wisely, man. That's all. I want to take advantage of every single opportunity we have.
I actually wish we had Justin here so you can fact check me on this. But I do believe that Miami
gotta have a calculator.
I do believe that Miami can overspend this year because once the new CBA comes out in 2021 or 22, you can't carry over remaining cap.
I would.
You know what I'm saying?
For me, I would love Kenny Golladay. That's my preference. But I know he's going to be maxed. He's going to want like 17, 18 million a year.
The thing with Golladay is that he is too much like Parker. He doesn't gain a lot of separation as much as he doesn't gain a lot of separation as well. If we're going to get a guy like that, I'd rather go with Robinson, and then
he's another part too. I mean, those 3 guys are
but Robinson can create. Robinson's a better route runner, and he gets more separation than Golladay does. And remember, if you draft Devontae Smith to complement Robinson and Parker, that's nasty.
That's very good.
And I think Smith is going to be out of our
or Waddle.
Devontae Smith is going to go like in the top 18. I think
he's going to go top 10.
Devontae Smith.
I think he's going to go with Waddle. I mean, just by
so.
the numbers that, especially now that Waddle's hurt, he's going to be putting up crazy numbers the rest of the season.
It's possible. Listen, I already told you guys. My preference this year is Godwin and Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is my number 1 target.
I think Jamar Chase is going to fall to us.
Okay, Chase is my number 1 target because it lets you get any one of if Jamar Chase is your number 1 target in draft. It lets you get either Godwin, Juju, or Fuller because they're playing a slot.
Jalen Hurts is in the game.
Yeah.
He should have been in that damn.
I think there's a possibility if Devontae Smith keeps this up like this pace and he wins a Biletnikoff, I think, bro, some team might consider him even ahead of Jamar Chase. It's like, what have you done for me lately? A lot of people haven't seen Jamar Chase recently.
Correct. The only thing that he has going for him right now is he's completely fucking healthy. Other than
I'll take, bro. If Chase is, oh my God, if he falls, man, my.
I still do believe. I listen, bro. Houston just lost Will Fuller. They just lost their best weapon. They have to play the Colts twice. I think they got to play Tennessee again. I think the only other win they have on their schedule is Jacksonville. And honestly, bro, like
I don't even know that one because he lost everything. He lost his offense.
Yeah. So in my opinion, they're still gonna pick within the top 8 range, and that's perfect range for Chase, Waddle, or Smith. Miami, I don't care if Miami overdrafts one of those guys. You have to get one of those guys early.
What if Parsons is there?
No,
at 8 or something like
I'm going.
You're not taking Parsons. Okay.
Absolutely not. It depends what they do in free agency. Now, if they get a Chris Godwin in free agency and they think they can get a guy like Chris Olave later on or a Tony later on, then
we can definitely get Tony later.
We can still get Tony regardless of who we get.
And check me out though. Listen to this. I did every mock draft that I did on the Draft Network. I did about 10 of them today. Okay, had Kadarius Toney going late second and no more than like top 10 pick in the 3rd round. So
I agree with that. How about Pitts? Where's he going?
14 to the
overall
to the Pats.
Wow.
See, that's another thing. And I actually asked this kid that question. He hasn't responded to me, but I actually asked him if Miami does get a Chris Godwin, right, or like a Juju or stuff like that, and they think they can kind of play around with it. Do you think they consider a Kyle Pitts?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at where he's gonna go.
I don't think. No, I know, but I don't think.
I mean, I would want it. I would love him.
I don't think they'll do it. I don't think they'll do it.
But I don't think not at where he's gonna land. No.
Not Flores.
Nah. I mean, when we look Gillespie. Look at me, Gesicki. Look at me, Gillespie. Gesicki is a good.
Why do you think Flores will do it though?
He'll get Asante Samuel Jr. before him. He'll get another corner just to rub it in our faces.
Jr.
Yeah, he'll get another corner.
Yeah, no, I don't touch Pitts.
I think the only, like I said, the only way you get Parsons is if you get a Godwin, a Juju, or a Will Fuller. That's the only way I'm taking Parsons.
Don't we have to be top 5 or something like that, or top 6 or 7 or whatever to get Parsons?
Well, we'll see.
Just depends, bro.
It's an interesting year because a lot of players opted out. So it's
Again,
strange.
It doesn't matter what happens. I'm still not. If Jamar, the point here is if Jamar Chase is on the board and Parsons on the board, I'm taking Jamar Chase. As a matter of fact, I'm probably even taking Devontae Smith over Michael Parsons, bro. Miami has to get weapons, man. There's no way they can see what the offense is doing and take a fucking off-ball linebacker. They're not gonna do that. I have confidence they're not gonna do that.
If we had a little bit more pop on offense, maybe it's something to shore up.
And again, there's no saying that Miami might get a Godwin and they might get another like a lower end receiver, and maybe they don't need to go receiver right away. And maybe in the second, maybe the second pick of the first round or the first pick of the second round, depending on who you get.
What drives me nuts about this topic per se, and like I told you, I hate mock drafts, is that there's still so much time to go. There's so many variables in play that I hate feeling all like giddy about what we can possibly have, and then comes the time, and then we don't get none of that shit because it didn't play out that way.
It's easy to talk about it even when you're winning, just because, like I said, we've talked about it before. Our off season is set up in that way of a shitty team that's had a shitty season.
Well, that's the beauty for us. We're winning, and we have the upcoming off season of a shitty team. I love it. Right. So I mean, there's a lot there, and it's going to be really interesting as the season progresses and how that all unfolds because. There's a lot. That's a lot of shit. Okay, so like I mentioned Fitzpatrick earlier, we already all agree he's not the guy. We know that. Obviously, if Tua's healthy, he starts Sunday. Bengals, correct? Yes. Simple.
Flores already clarified that, and I'm actually glad that he got that out of the way, Ace. And I'm actually glad. I'm actually glad that he answered the way he answered it, meaning like, listen, I already told you the answer, and if you keep asking, I'm gonna give you the same answer. He's gonna be the starter. I'm not going back to Fitz. I needed to hear that, and that was that, because in my opinion, and I still have my doubts about it, that thumb injury is bullshit, in my opinion. And people were saying, oh, it actually hurts that when you jam your thumb on a helmet. Listen, I'm not denying that it hurts. I've done it before in practice. I've done it.
It was his throwing hand, correct?
I just don't believe that it actually happened.
Let me ask you a question. Did you guys notice him take his hand out of his pocket the whole game?
No.
I didn't see him take that left hand out at all. It made me feel like he told him, hey, leave it in there. I don't want
He was ordered to do that. He was ordered to do it.
Listen, you want to know why? You want to know why I don't?
That nigga, they told his ass not to take his hand out of his pocket.
This is one of the reasons why I think it's bullshit, right? They were, taking pictures of him the entire week of practice. They were doing this and that. The entire time he's gripping the football, and he has no wrap. He has no tape. He has nothing.
You saw his left hand. I didn't see it at all.
He has nothing, favoring that left thumb. And if it's as bad, and listen, the only one I might agree with is that you can grip the ball, but you can't really throw with velocity. Okay, but listen, when you have a thumb like that, you want to cover it up. You want to give it some padding so it doesn't hurt anymore. That's why I just don't believe it, bro. I don't think so. It could have
been that it happened early in the week, and as the week progressed, it was a lot better. But they still said it's the Jets. Let's not.
But then again, bro, we're in the middle of a playoff race. Okay, we're in the middle of a playoff race. Why the fuck is anybody even coming 10 feet within this kid?
Yeah, no, we've talked about that. So
everybody says, "Oh, maybe the offensive line back then." Dude, when you go into in-season practices, you're not going out there hitting, going full speed. You're putting in a game plan. Why are you even that close to him?
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Why are you that? Season, yeah.
And we're lucky. We're lucky that we were playing the Jets and the Bengals, because if we were playing, can you imagine if this happened during Week 16 at the Raiders when we needed to win that game? Jesus Christ!
No, that'd be insane. That'd be crazy.
Knock on fucking wood.
So we all agree the same thing. We should win against the Bengals. That shouldn't be an issue. It's at home. Should be fine. The Tua should play if he's healthy. I hope so, because we need to get him back out there and get going. I mean, there's not really much to say regarding
gotta get him out there against the Bengals, bro.
Yeah, you have. If he's completely healthy, which he should be, because I don't see. I'm with you. I don't really.
And
I don't feel like they're trying to play mind games, but I also
Mike Garafolo on Good Morning Football on Sunday said it might be multiple week. Mike Garafolo or whatever the fuck his name is. He said this might be a multiple week injury. But then I heard Brian Flores say that he was very close to playing this week. So if you're very close to playing this week, your ass better be ready a week later.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they said it's the Jets. I think Fitzpatrick can handle it. Let's give him this week to completely heal. It's his throwing hand. If there is a real injury, it's the throwing hand. You want that grip. He throws a tight spiral. He throws a tight pass. I would think that that's really important for him. I'm just trying to support the team here, bro. So we got the win. We're good. He needs to play this week. That's it. Because he should be healthy. He should be good to go. So I don't really see much as far as the Bengals game to talk about, really. We should win the game. Their quarterback is not their guy's out. Their running back is out. Shit. I mean, they got some receivers. They got some decent receivers, but they got nobody throwing the ball. So I don't really see any issues. Hopefully it's not another Denver game for us. Hopefully we can stop the run of whoever they throw out there. Well, Bernard, I like Bernard. I like Giovanni Bernard. I've always liked that guy. But done with football. I want to get into not a historic thing, obviously, but it's just to see these, like Snoop Dogg said, two drunk uncles about to fight. Wait, I didn't see it, but when I saw the picture of the weigh-in, fucking Roy Jones has a second chin, his belly sticking out over his tights. I'm like, what the? And I heard Holyfield wants to fight again, and Lennox Lewis wants to get back in the ring. Like, really, people, what is this, an AARP fucking title belt is going to start handing out? Did any of you guys actually see the fight?
I saw it. So, I saw the Nate Robinson game destroyed.
Oh, that's another thing.
Like, put to sleep.
Dude, that's insane. Listen, Nate, I know you're a small guy, but you talk big. You know, you're from Chicago, you're from the streets. But you just let a fucking white boy who wore a fucking stupid wig to your weigh-in knock you the fuck out, dude. You can't go back to the hood. You can't go back anywhere that people know you. You better disappear, bro.
And he was talking a lot of shit, bro.
A lot of shit.
Nate Robinson was talking a lot of shit.
I haven't seen it. I want to see the video. I have to find that shit. I can't believe that guy got knocked out.
That man got his shit
bro. It was
railed, bro.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, he was pretty much comatose.
I can't believe he
a lot of NBA players like this is not showcase the NBA family. It's hilarious.
Yeah, for real. Like, that's him, bro. That's his prom. He wants to get in the ring, and that's all on him, bro. That don't.
But you know what the funny thing is, bro? A lot of the people that a lot of the guys that were talking about that and were commenting on Nate Robinson, I don't think a lot of them could beat Jake Paul either. Remember, Jake Paul has actually had a career doing this now.
Is it Jake Paul or Logan?
Jake Paul.
Oh, I thought it was Logan.
Or is it Logan Paul?
Logan Paul.
There's two of them. There's the brother and there's two brothers.
It's Logan Paul, I believe.
Which they hate each other, if I'm not mistaken, I think. They should fight. The two brothers should fight. That'll be a fight to watch. I'll watch that.
It's Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. Logan Paul's a brother.
Yeah, there's a Jake and a Logan. I just didn't remember which was the one that was in the fight.
Jake Paul has actually had a career in boxing, fighting, stuff like that. So it was already unfair, bro, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I heard that Nate Robinson had been
boxing is
training
boxing. Listen, boxing is not a street fight, and I'm sure that's what Nate Robinson is used to. Boxing is completely different.
Yeah, you can't go in there with that mentality. You're gonna get your ass beat, big time. Right. But that's just embarrassing, dude. That is extreme. Now I heard as far as the Tyson one, they both get a belt, and Tyson apparently donated his portion, like $10 million.
They both get $1 million each.
I heard $10 million.
$1 million each.
The fight was a piece of crap because, from my understanding, there was an agreement made that between Tyson and Roy Jones that Tyson wouldn't hit him in the head. If you notice, a lot of his shots, a lot of Tyson's shots were body shots. Nothing. If Tyson does an uppercut or anything to Roy Jones' face, that guy's going to the ground.
Yeah.
So what's the point of that?
At his age, at Roy Jones' age, he might have died.
Yeah,
if Mike Tyson hits him the way Mike Tyson hit
and this is gonna be an ongoing occurrence, like Holyfield, like they might do like a 50 and over league, a 50 and over, like.
Yeah, but if you're gonna have fights like that, then I don't want to.
Because I mean, the heavyweight division right now in boxing is a piece of crap.
Good crap. I mean,
You
Wilder
know, like
got his ass knocked
Wilder
out.
and Tyson Fury. But the thing is, those are not popular guys here. You know, like
Well, I mean,
nobody, like here, like nobody knows. Not many people know who Tyson Fury is.
No,
Tyson
Fury,
Fury.
no.
Wilder,
yes. I mean, I know Wilder.
But I mean, the
But no,
heavyweight
but I'm with
divisions, like the
With
heavyweight
you.
division, the '90s, bro. That was
different.
Well,
breed.
disgusting.
It's these guys that they want to fight now. The old fucks.
Right.
Where the heavyweights when the heavyweights was a glory time for the heavyweights was when these guys that want to fight now as 50-year-olds when they were in their prime. But
And look, I wouldn't be surprised, like in let's say 10, 15 years, when like LeBron, all these guys are 50 years old, they might do a 50 and over league.
I don't want to see that shit.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But look, the thing, like, neither one of them are slouches. Obviously, they're both legends because obviously Mike Tyson is a legend, and you just gotta say his name, and that's all that matters. You don't go accolades and all that shit. You just say his name, and you're now. Roy Jones Jr. was a bad motherfucker. That guy won in 3 different classes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that guy was the epitome of a boxer. That guy, he moved, he was fast, bro. I loved watching Roy Jones Jr. fight. But to see this now, like when they were standing there, I just felt like, what's going on, man?
Supposedly the next big fight, like apparently Conor McGregor might fight Pacquiao.
I heard
that's the next
like
big.
So stupid. This is so dumb, bro. That really is. Why don't we just get? Because you know what the thing is, the MMA too I'm sure a lot of guys who were boxers now jumped into that, and then you had a bunch of guys that probably could have been, good boxers now, where the boxing is actually, you want to watch it again, and they're probably doing, MMA or some bullshit because that shit kind of hindered boxing a little bit. Because to me, boxing is way better than MMA. Me personally, I get it. There's a lot of skill involved in MMA and all that shit, but it's so
boxing is
technical
better than
boxing.
MMA, I believe. I like MMA. I like
so
boxing better.
There, you're not on the ground with the guy. Everything has to be from a distance. And that's what you know what I'm saying? And I can grab you down and do kinds of shit. Fucking think nobody sees that shit. Choke you out or some shit. Oh, yeah, okay.
Bro,
I get it. You're still there, too. Don't get me wrong. Because I'm not going to get in no damn MMA with none of these motherfuckers. I'll probably be like, tapping out quick as fuck. But boxing was so, I don't know, man. You dance around. Like, these guys they look like fucking ballerinas in the ring and shit. The way they're smooth and shit. It's totally different, dude. And you don't even see that anymore. The way he used to. You know who I miss a lot? What was that kid's name? Prince Ahmed or Hameen, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Backflip into the ring. That guy was the best.
He got knocked the fuck out in that fight.
And I sucks too because I was a fan of his. Boy, I watched all his fights, and
I
he
think
got
it's
knocked.
Prince Nassim Hamed, I think it was.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Bro, when you guys get a chance, not today, whenever you can, there's like a new thing that they do now. It's kind of like MMA, but it's called bare knuckles.
I think I've heard.
So they had a promotion. They had a promotion at the Hard Rock, right? One of my friends he fights in there. So they don't wear gloves.
Sheesh.
It's just tape and I guess a little bit of padding, and they can't kick, they can't grapple. It's all hands. You only could use your hands.
I think
And bro,
some guy about that.
It is nuts.
And where's that at?
Well, they just had a promotion in the Hard Rock in Hollywood.
That's why they interviewed him for it.
They're trying to get. They have a lot of followers.
I think he's a Cuban guy.
Yes. Yeah, they have a lot of followers. It's like.
But is a fight gonna be like? Is there gonna be a fight here in Florida?
Well, they just had one at the Hard Rock. I don't know when the next promotion is. But it was pay-per-view and everything recently.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah, bare knuckles fighting. It's nuts.
Damn, I have to look at that.
Like it's no gloves and dude, one punch and dude, you're done.
Damn.
Yeah,
Bro.
I mean if you get. And the good thing I like about it, like you said, there's no kicking, there's none of that shit.
No. You can only punch.
Just boxing without gloves. I guess that's it, pretty much. Wow, dude, let me tell you, that's gonna fuck somebody's brain big time. I would like to see it, though.
That's that
That's
backyard.
crazy, bro.
That's that backyard fighting, you know.
Yeah.
We got to your breaking news. Like we covered everything you wanted to. Your notes, all the trees you killed for your.
Oh my God!
All right, see, you like talking about shit. We still did almost an hour show, bro. So calm down.
That's how it has to be, though.
Yeah, but I'm tired, bro. You don't see how many times I've yawned while we've been doing it. You know how unprofessional that is.
No.
But I had to do it.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I yawned. I was like, oh. Anyway, so just to recap real quick, everybody. And again, thanks for joining us. And you know where to find us. Mountain Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, Mountain Podcast at Gmail. Oh, I didn't finger. Sorry, it wasn't to anybody. The mindwiththepodcast.com coming soon. And I'm going to be doing something different with the merch. I'm actually going to look into this one website who does everything for you. You just order directly to them, and they, I don't have to fucking touch a damn shirt. Fuck it. So I'm looking into that. So 'cause I definitely want to get some merch out there. I got to get that penny on the loose, get some traction. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the button, hit the bell. Let you know when we post a new video. And gentlemen, always thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me, bringing this to the people. This is the people show. Any words on the way out?
And pod we trust.
Any parting
ways?
Pod we trust.
And pod we trust.
I guess Justin isn't gonna make it. Justin, I guess he's not gonna make it today, which is a shame because I did want to get into the whole running back thing with him. He makes some good points on it. He's got some numbers.
He doesn't.
He makes some good points. Yeah, he does.
No.
He does. But I don't have to agree with him. I'm just saying he does make good points. But I'm not gonna do all that right now. We're writing like we do into this writing off.
Galen Balaj lifer.
The Balaj believer. That's what I call him. All right, gentlemen. Be safe out there. Stay dry because I know it's and tomorrow's gonna be motherfucking chilly.
I think it's actually pretty cold right now. No.
I haven't gone outside. I'm gonna know now when I take my dog.
Yeah, it's supposed to be tomorrow morning. Supposedly 59 degrees.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
59 degrees.
I love the cold weather.
And it's not gonna go over 64 one time.
Whoa.
Nice. For how many days? It's the whole week. I heard, right?
Whole week.
Nice. I love it.
Tomorrow the high is 64 tomorrow. Nice. But the lows this week is 46, 61, 66, 63, and then all next week is in the 50s.
So for the Dolphin game is going to be pretty chilly. Am I wrong?
Nice.
Dolphins game Sunday, high of 72.
That's not bad. That's great weather.
That's
good weather.
Good weather, bro. The beer ain't doesn't.
I could just imagine what the weather's going to be like for the KC game.
Oh.
Boy, it's 50. It's going to be colder next week then, as you're saying. Yeah, right? Next week it'll be all 50, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for KC and New England.
I might go to that New England game,
bro. The years that we have games, it's cold. The weather's been great. We've had 4 o'clock games, and you can't have anybody there. Fucking horseshit. Now, when everybody goes back to full capacity, we're back to 1 o'clock games, sweating our asses off.
Yeah, but I like 1 o'clock games, bro.
I like them too, but I don't mind to mix in a 4 o'clock every once in a while, dude.
Me neither.
Listen, I don't like waking up at 7 a.m. all the time.
The thing is, you're just not gonna get 4 o'clock games out at all at Hard Rock in September because.
I don't want them in September.
They have said it. He has said it. Stephen Ross has said, "I don't want. My only request is I get 1 o'clock home games on
That's fine with me in September. I don't care
because how hot it is, and that's my home field advantage.
Couple during the rest. I'm with you. That's one of the things we have down here. That you come here on a Sunday at 1 o'clock on a September-October game, you're gonna feel it. And I have no problem with that.
My prediction for next year is that Miami's gonna have 2 primetime games at home alone.
See if we don't fucking take a shit on ourselves in the only primetime game we got this year. Because we ain't been doing well on primetime games. That's why they don't give it to us. But, I mean, you would think so if we're winning.
It's different. They're going to put a couple primetime games next year with Tua, bro.
They're going to have to. I was going to say something as you were saying.
We got to go next year against Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
We're going to kill that fucking team, dude.
It's at Tampa. We should go.
Yeah, we're going to kill that fucking team.
I wouldn't mind that. We've been there. We've already done that trip, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and Jacksonville. I mean,
when you guys,
we
can't go to where was that place that we went to? Ybor City.
Ybor City.
I had that gay club they had there. We can't go back over there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Guys in diapers coming out.
I'm sure you went there, pal.
Dude, we were no. Yeah, I'll tell you the story. Hold on, no, we'll tell you the story. We were there. We were eating pizza, and a buddy of mine that went to the game too, but he drove with us over there. He went with some boys there, and he didn't know. He goes in. He's like, "Yo, we found this club there. Come check it out. We're gonna have a couple drinks." Okay. We start walking that way. He calls me and tells me, "Yo, don't come over here, bro." And then he tells me there's guys in diapers. I'm like, "What?" We walk by it, and yes, there's fucking dudes in diapers walking around inside. I'm like, "Yo, what the?"
I'm sure you had a drink there, anyways.
Oh yeah, I did. Alex, did we go in there, bro?
No,
thank you. God damn it. Anyway, but it was hilarious though. The guy in the diaper was hilarious. I wonder why. I'm sure why I know why he was wearing that diaper though. That boy asshole about that big, so he can't hold his shit. So, with that being said, as we ride out here, gentlemen, always a pleasure. Stay dry, stay bundled up. I don't need you boys getting sick on me now and missing the show next week. Peace out, fellas. Be good.